the papers today, 30th of May 2021, is loaded, and right at the top of the page to your left, Buhari has failed so far to sign over 200 bills passed by National Assembly since 6 years of his coming to power. Over 200 bills they failed to sign, but whichever one concerns them, like borrowing of humongous and needless loans, always get easy passage. The ones that concern their allowances and emoluments, purchasing of latest cars and all that, furniture replacements, money here and there that's unnecessary, get easy passage. But over 200 bills so far that concern the masses don't get passed. That's a report on Sunday Punch. Sit at home. 7 IPOB members have been killed in Rivers. Tension is also mounting in Imo, Ebonyi, and Abia. Army has dismissed over 3,040 soldiers for desertion, rape, and drunkenness. Those are stories. All the stories are on the Punch. But there's something also important to me on that page. If I take you a little down that page, and let's do that right now. Somebody is drawing our attention to something, and that is Oduduwa saying something to us there. Buhari shouldn't contemplate tenure extension over burning of INEC offices, because there are concerns mounting over this, that all these things that are happening so far are perhaps attempts at ensuring that, because there are too many things to suspect. So there are also concerns that, okay, maybe this or that, maybe they don't want elections to happen. But if you look at why all these things are happening and the presidency is keeping quiet or allowing them to happen, Oluwadegborora, a senior advocate of Nigeria, has nudged us to say, come, Buhari should not try to be contemplating that he wants to remain in power over excuse that INEC offices are burnt. I hope you understand what that message is. Okay, I go to the next paper here. And the one I have here is Sunday Sun. Somebody is on that page saying something, and that is Olisa Agbakoba. Agbakoba is saying, let me bring that up a little so we can all see it. So Nigeria is heavily challenged, and it says Southeast is seriously burning. Of course, most people are actually speaking right, but speaking rather late. We know all these things already. So, but something is also strange here. Northern governors have finally backed southern governors. They say some states are already, and in the north have already begun process of ending open grazing. And it's worrisome why we have to wait for things to degenerate before they start picking up. My people, I move to the next paper I have for the day. And this is Sunday Telegraph. Another important story there. This one is saying that Buhari has got to implement. Let me bring that up for you to see. El-Rufai's report. Buhari should implement El-Rufai's report to save Nigeria. Somebody is making that statement and says Ogunlewe. But let me tell you something. Even El-Rufai cannot implement his own report anymore as we speak. Even El-Rufai can no longer implement his own report. The reason is very simple. As of the time he was chairing all these committees and doing, he was zealous. We heard all his speeches, all his interviews when Jonathan was in power. He made Jonathan look like a total failure and an accident of history. But now we know better, that even when he came to power, it too has become a behemoth. Consequently, I'm not sure even if El-Rufai is the president, he will be able to implement even his own report as we speak. So that is the important thing on that paper. But there's another story that's also of interest. If you look down to the bottom left, Wiki says nothing will stop him from contesting for presidency in 2023. Very important. So get set. Sit at home or you'll be grounded as hoodlums raise police stations and courts. 2 have also been fair dead over. Anyways, those are just reports for you there. If you want to get into the details of any of this, you know what paper to go for. Okay, and in most cases they also have the report on their website. But it's also just very important for us to know that these are national newspapers, and for them to be writing all these reports, grievous and egregious stories, you already it already tells us what kind of polity we are into right now, and everything is burning. The next paper here is The Guardian. Concerns over alleged relooting of $1.5 billion Abacha loot. Relooting Abacha's loot. So they are concerned mounting over relooting of Abacha's loot. I mean, over the years, we also know that what we have in most cases is that when they get all this money back, the only thing they do to it is that they reloot it, loot and reloot. So we'll now end up coming back later to talk about how to get the money back from the relooters. While they are still currently looting in the contemporary, they are still looting the expatriated fund or repatriated previous loots. We will reloot them. Tribune, Sunday Tribune. Buhari has lost control. Ex-US ambassador to Nigeria is saying that. And it's just funny how we think that is news anymore. Okay. Sometimes we just have to wait for others to tell us what is going on. But we already know them by us. This is the last paper for today, Daily Trusts. And the story on it is the IPOB and police who are set for showdown, serious one. And if you look at other stories on the activities grounded in Owerri, residents shun order in Abakaliki, Akwa Ibom, Aba, and Enugu. IPOB militant attack state CID immigration office in Abia. Army blocks Onitsha bridge after killing of soldiers. Gentlemen and ladies, I don't know what more stories you need to see in order to know that everything is not all right in this country. I quit the same for you so that you can go and do your other things on the day, but just know what is going on in the country. My name is Shegun Olo. I close for the day by bringing you Vagabonds in Power. You know I love this song so much by Larry Safari. I love you. Bye.